Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to the channel. This is your weekly energy check-in for all things Sagittarius. My Neptune is in Sagittarius. Otherwise, I am a Leo Sun, Aries. I just did the Aries reading. Leo Sun, Taurus Moon, and a Scorpio rising. So, definitely a fire sign right there with you. So everything you need to know about me is in the description of this video below, including how to get a personal reading with me. Just snag my email and email me, and I will get back to you. Also, you can hit me up on psychicsource.com. I am Aurora there. And my extension is 6150. There you can do phone call, chat, and they also have video. So it's up to you. However, you have privacy with that site. I don't necessarily know who you are. Please assist YouTube and the algorithm out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. That's how they know to send you more Sagittarius readings. And then that's how this very important Sagittarius message gets out to other Sagittariuses. And I like it when you spill the real hot tea. I like knowing what's going on if you are open to sharing it. If you do not like shuffling or boring parts, please fast forward. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. Not every reading is going to be for you, and that's okay. All right? You definitely don't want Leo's reading. All right? You don't want all of them. For sure, for sure, for sure. All right, so in your pre-shuffle, I got the Fool. So that's what tarot is about, is the Fool journey. That's what I forgot to say. Please assign genders and identities as you wish. Tarot was made a long time before you and me, and tarot is all about the Fool's journey. And if you'd like to know more about the Fool's journey, you can Google it. There are short versions and long versions on YouTube, or you can reach out to me for coaching. All right, so you talk about it's about taking leaps of faith, starting a new adventure, taking a risk. So if you that's when it's a yes card. Okay, so if you're like, should I or shouldn't I go on this trip? Shouldn't I or shouldn't I start this business? Should I or shouldn't I call this person? Yes, when you see this card. Otherwise, this card's a maybe. Okay, so and the tarot deck I'm using is just a regular, innocuous tarot deck. It's probably 13 or 15 bucks. So one of the overall and most things, Sagittarius Collective message. Please share with me most significant things. Collective, let's know this week. Sagittarius Collective. Queen of Pentacles. So she's an awesome card to have permeating a reading. She is, so the Pentacles are the loyal, stable, and committed suit. They're earth signs, so Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. I just said it backwards of how I normally say it. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be just somebody that embodies the energy. She is always the wife card for a clarifier in tarot. She's the wife or the person that has been in the relationship for like the long term, or people would associate her with the long term relationship. She's very nurturing. She's very abundant. She takes care of a lot of people, a lot of things. She's incredibly good with money and growth. She's a mom. She's a wife. Okay. So let's see. So just remember, she's can represent your energy you need to embody or a person in your life. All right. So Sagittarius, you see yourself in the Two of Wands energy. So the Two of Wands is being at a crossroads and needing to make a decision on one job or another, one person or another, one thing or another. Okay. The good thing to know is with this card, whatever you choose is the right decision. In your difficulties, we have death. So death is about endings, transformations, and death and rebirth. Okay. So with it being in your difficulties, you could be at a cross, like with it, it's a change you don't want, you didn't want, you didn't expect, or you're having trouble with change, or you're having an issue with an ending, difficulties with an ending. So you're at this crossroads, and maybe you're having difficulties ending something, or difficulties like knowing whether to end something, or should I or shouldn't I? You know, this ending came in that you weren't expecting, you didn't want, it wasn't on the agenda, right? So, or just difficulties with change, ending, or an actual physical unaliving. So, in your recent past, you have judgment. So, judgment can be all about a spiritual awakening. It's Archangel Gabriel blowing his horn. It can be about judgment being called and karmas being settled. It can also be about verdicts coming in or a big decision being made. Strength. So, strength is all about inner strength, courage, facing your problems. It is a Leo card and associated with Leo, and it's also about healing. So, you could have been under judgment or making a decision about a Leo, or you are having to get your courage up, your inner strength up, or to face a problem, to make some sort of pretty big decision. And the karmas are going to fall or have fallen where they may. Your goal is the Six of Swords. So that's moving things onto calmer waters, whether that means like physically, mentally, or emotionally, just getting past whatever this possible trauma or ending karmic situation is, and just moving on to a calmer, better place. In the near future, you have the Queen of Cups. So the the Cup suit is water signs typically. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be. They are the most emotionally evolved, like they're the emotional and intuitive suit. Okay. So she's very, she has a high emotional IQ. She's incredibly intuitive. She's known for being incredibly forgiving to the point where people think she's kind of like not smart. It's not that. It's just she knows where things come from and how things are, and she's just very forgiving. Um, she's the type of mom that's like, okay, don't do that again. Here's a cookie. Go outside, right? In her shadow, she can be emotionally manipulative, have emotional outbursts, be a little bit clingy, which goes to the territory of being intuitive and emotionally intelligent. Okay, sometimes you can use your powers for good or not for good, or they can just get out of balance and you can just have a lot going on. Okay, so in your new future, you need to embody the positive aspects of that energy, or you'll be running into somebody with those traits. How you see yourself. So we've got 3 queens so far. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. So we are just missing the Queen of Wands. So your energy is very boss bee. It's putting everything on the table, getting really clear, being decisive, not BS, no BS, being incredibly independent, no drama, no drama. Okay. I mean, since it's your energy, but she would have no empathy. She would be mean for the sake of being mean. She wouldn't necessarily, say everything in the most, what's the word? The word's not professional that I'm looking for. It's a different word. But, instead of her putting things in a kind, plain speak, in a professional manner, diplomatic, instead of speaking diplomatically, she might use some name calling and colorful language and things like that. So, she doesn't change. She just changes the way she says it. Okay. And the degree to which she will go through. So just unempathetic, mean, kind of pretty narcissistic, stuff like that. But it's how you're viewing your energy. So, just a little coaching. So you're just putting everything on the table. You're being no BS. Let's talk about this and make decisions. Period. All right. Or heads will roll. You might be feeling in that energy, but everybody sees you in the King of Cups energy. So he is the most emotionally and intuitive and highest emotional IQ level of the entire cup suit, even more so than the Queen that we just discussed. So could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Since they're both coming out, this might be a divine connection here. See if it resonates. So in the upright, he is he's a great loving guy. Like as a dad, he'd be the kind of dad that you would want to go for an attaboy and a hug, not necessarily to be told the truth of how it is in your behavior. He'd be like, you're great, you can do it. So, his occupations could be like a therapist, a coach, a life coach, a teacher, a psychiatrist, things like that. Doesn't have to be. So everybody else sees you as emotionally stable, even if you feel like mofos are getting on my nerves. They really do see you in this loving state and emotionally stable state. Your guidance is the magician. So the magician is about using everything you have at your disposal to make something happen or to manifest something in. It's about being confident and communication. So with them being beside each other, you are either extra using your manifestation and intuition skills to make something happen, or you are manifesting in an incredibly wonderful human being into your life that is very sweet, very affectionate, is very forgiving, very kind, or you're manifesting that energy in for yourself. Okay, so either a partner or embodying that energy and just standing in your power and using all of that to bring something in. Outcome for Wands. So this is a union card. This can be a twin flame card. It can just be meeting up. A lot of it means celebrations and weddings. The four poles on the 10th make it 1111. So it's definitely a divine counterpart or twin flame union card or soul connection card a lot of the time. So parties, birthdays, weddings. With them being beside each other, you're going to either move on towards coming into union with somebody in a positive place, or you're going to move forward with a wedding, or you're going to move forward with a celebration, or you're traveling to one. You're traveling to one. All right, so we're having issues with an ending that you didn't want or didn't see coming in. And you're at a crossroads with it, and you're kind of trying to decide if you can use all your inner strength and your courage and just to face this problem. And you're kind of logically thinking out, okay, how can I make this happen? Do I need to be forgiving? Do I need to be sweeter? What do I got to do to get into this emotional stability to kind of get us back on track with this union and, be stable, stability at home, celebrations, things like that. So, definitely, divine connection is showing up if that means anything for you. Okay. So let's get a truth deck and see if it takes me somewhere. See if we can get some advice on how to get this to a calmer place for you. If you need to be the forgiving person, if they need to be the forgiving person. Let's see. A lot of females in this in this energy. Okay. So this is the truth deck. All right, it has its own website to go get it. It's also where I get the soulmate deck is from there as well. Okay, and they have them in different colors. I got truth deck is pink. What is some overall significant and some situation at this time? So me, what is this for Sagittarius? Speak your truth. So you definitely already see yourself in that energy. It's all she knows how to do. It's all she knows how to do. Okay. She's not like getting creative. So, and he's about confidence and communication and stuff like that. Okay, so even if something happens here, just make sure you don't have to be cussing people out and calling them names, but you can be like, okay, let's put everything on the table. Let's discuss this so that we can move forward. And 100% when people see wanting to do that, they see it as and view it as emotional intelligence and communication. And air signs are amazing at thoughts and communication. Okay, they're very intelligent and they're very good with words. So let's see. Ending. So here we go. Here's that. Here's that ending we were discussing. Right out. Shift your focus. So if we're focused on the ending and that's not productive and we need to move past the fact something ended or is over, or someone ended, we got to shift our focus and so that we can move this on to calmer things, which is already pretty much your goal. Like that Six of Swords is your goal, so you're doing great. Sexual interest. Oh, lucky you. I say, oh, lucky you. All right, returning to you. So if you thought this was over, they're coming back, or you're coming back. On the horizon is going. Shift your focus. Sexual interest lurking. So they're okay. They want spicy time. What do you want? It's if everybody wants to move to love and spice, we're gonna have to shift our focus on this ending. People are gonna have to return, they're gonna have to forgive each other, put everything on the table, be emotionally intelligent, and be honest. Be honest. Doesn't mean you have to, call names, say cuss words, throw things in people's faces, be like, I did not enjoy your behavior when we went out last week. It's unenjoyable for me. You can say things like that. I did not enjoy spending time with your best friend and his apparent issue with adult beverages. You can say stuff like that, and it's still the truth, right? It lands. It still lands. All right, so let's see what their overall and most significant feelings are towards you at this time. All right. All right. So, this is some Heart's Hidden Secrets. I think I got this on Etsy. Okay. I think. That's what the back of the deck looks like. Spirit, please share with me. What is Sagittarius's person overall? Most significant feelings towards Sagittarius this time. Share with me. Sagittarius person's overall and Sagittarius. Some spirit. Sagittarius. Was sinking, despair, falling apart. So, you know, they could think it's over, and it might be up to you to kind of nudge. If you want it to go into calmer waters, you might have to be the one that's emotionally intelligent and getting it together and putting it on the table, you know. Karma, consequences, cause and effect, debt. So they're like, they, yeah. So you guys had judgment in the past. They're feeling like they're getting their karma. So whatever they did to you, or whatever's happening to them right now, they feel like it's karma for something else. Twin flames. All right, we did see the King and Queen of Cups. So mirroring, shared feelings, and reflection. You guys definitely are divine counterparts of some kind. And confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. So they might be confused. They might need you to use that Queen of Swords energy to kind of put things on the table and articulate, like, listen, wacko. No, don't call them names. Doesn't work. Just be like, I do not appreciate, you know, foundation, established family security is going under karma. So this is very much represent that foundation and security. That card can represent home, a home. Spying, social network, information, ways. So we already had lurking, right? Yeah. Oh, it's literally going right over top of lurking. So lurking, spying. Lots of double confirmations here, guys. This card, distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. That's going right over confusion. So they're all in their head, right? They're all distracted and confused and like hopeless. Like, what is this life? What is happening? Okay. Because they feel a divine connection and a soul connection or twin flame connection. They're being drawn back and they're spying on on your social media and they're lurking. Especially if they're wanting sexy time with you. And just, you know, they are feeling like it's karma for, I guess, ruining the foundation possibly, or shaking the foundation, or messing with the family, or something. They're just like something going on in that regard is definitely happening. Okay, so let's see what they would say to you. Use his situations. Now you can get this on Etsy still, I think, and they look like this, like little thrones. What is Sagittarius's let's see. The reason you've been thinking about me is because I've been thinking about you. Soul connections are very telepathic. very telepathic, very intuitive. She's not you. It just isn't enough for me. So if there's a third party in this or another person, she's not you. When I said it was over, I don't know what I was thinking. Here we go at the ending again. So they ended it and they don't want it to be over anymore. They don't want it to be over anymore. And so, you know, if they cheated on you, they're feeling karma right now. So this karmic probably did something betrayal wise. I feel bad how I left things between us after all that we've shared. Yeah, especially if you share a home, you shared a home and a family and some type of stability or, you know, things like that. I daydream about you often, so they're lurking. They're on the social media. They're going through stuff. They're remembering. I don't want to lose myself in this relationship. So there's a lot of fear sometimes about getting in a situation where you are equal or less than or whatever, and people freak out and get insecure. They feel like they're going to lose control of themselves and have to bow down. Like this, that's a little bit, that one's not one of my favorites. There's no passion in my life. I feel like I'm stuck at Groundhog Day. So they bored with this. Really bored. They're bored with this karmic or the other person. So the reason you've been thinking about me is because I've been thinking about you. She's not you. It's just not enough. When I said it was over, I don't know what I was thinking. I feel bad how I left things between us after all that we've shared. I daydream about you often. I don't want to lose myself in this relationship. There's no passion in my life. It's like Groundhog Day. And so you can kind of lose yourself in Groundhog Day too. Like when you're stuck and you're just doing zombie mode and the same thing every day and just getting through the day, that can be losing yourself as well. Very much so. All right. Let's see what the romance angels have to say advice wise. What is some advice for spirit? Well, it's significant advice. Situation, spirit. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Yeah, sometimes when we feel like we're losing control, we feel like we're getting lost, especially if control is one of our things we got to work on. Okay, so let go of control issues. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yes, if we have an ending and a karmic and a third party or whatever we got to work through, we're going to need some positivity. Okay. Attraction. You attract the romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So they are feeling the spice If you're feeling the spice, y'all just live in the moment and stay positive, basically. Don't go everywhere else. Just stay right here. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So yeah. So if they are with someone, you're with someone, they're, that energy's gotta get kicked to the curb. And then you gotta clear out. So sage, Palo Santo, do Himalayan salt baths, uh, guided meditations to clear energy and space. So let go of control issues, stay optimistic. There's attraction here. Just release your eggs, stay present, don't go off script with anything else. All right, just stay focused, stay positive, be emotionally intelligent. So let me get one single piece of advice from the miracle cards for you to take with you throughout the rest of the week. There's one single week. Single oral Sagittarius. Spirit. See. Okay, a prayer for the world. Okay. The world needs help. Pray for it daily. So you can take this however it resonates. Like if you're not so great at prayer and expressing gratitude, you can just pray for the world. Start there. There's a lot going on. There's a lot. So you can start there, and then you can move to something a little more specific for yourself. So, like, your higher power, what must I, what are we doing about what must happen, and how must I think differently in order to let go of these control issues and stay optimistic and release my ex today, right now, in your higher power's name. Amen. And you can kind of start praying like that and see if it you'll start seeing the shifts happen. We have a full moon in 2 days on the 5th. And then I think the 9th, Mercury retrograde sets in for 3 weeks. So exes have a funny way of showing back up on our doorsteps and DMing us and texting us and stuff like that. So, if you're waiting for them to return after this ending, there's a high likelihood full moons and Mercury retrogrades cause the past to come right back, old projects come right back, dead bodies to fall out of closets, and all the technology and communication issues you know about. So that's what I have for you this week, Sagittarius. Please help YouTube and the algorithm out with your likes, shares, and subscribes. It'll get you more Sagittarius readings, and in turn, this very important Sagittarius message will get sent out. And of course, if you want to spill the real hot tea in the comments and share, I am down for communicating with you guys for sure. If you'd like a personal reading, just grab my email from below or hit me up at psychicsource.com. I am Aurora there. My extension is 6150. Have a great week, Sagittarius. It looks good. It looks positive.